Romero made his thoughts and feelings very clear, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to fight King Ryan Garcia next. And now that Ryan Garcia, is going to be looking for a belt, my man, Romero is chipped up, iced out. He got all the gold. You already know what it is. Despite how he won, despite what happened, Romero has the gold. Point blank, period. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be documenting this all the way through. Now, listen, if you've been living under a rock, man, clearly they've been building towards this fight. Ryan Garcia and Romero, I believe that they are friends. You understand, in terms of having a decent relationship. They seem like they both root for one another. When Romero was fighting against Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, I think he put up a bet with Spence in the crowd. I forgot how much it was. He was a 10 or 20 they was betting, on the fight, and basically Ryan Garcia picked Rolly to win the fight. So clearly he's fond of him. You understand? There's some sort of respect level, some sort of something there. You understand? That's where I'm pointing. That's where I'm alluding to. And Ryan Garcia, this will just be an amazing fight. I'm just going to keep it all the way 100 with you between these two guys, because I think this is the fight that has to be had. Due to where they both are right now in the sport of boxing, both in the same, weight class, both moving up, and it's like I said, it just seemed like it's just ideal. My man Oscar De La Hoya made it very clear he was going to be scouting this fight with the potential and the thought process of these two fighters going up against each other, but for whatever reason, we don't know exactly how it's going to all shake itself out. But I do believe that King Ryan Garcia and Romero will happen. You understand? I'm almost like 100% confident and for certain that it will happen, in my humble opinion. It says, by the way, like I said, a lot of people, I'm just reading everybody's initial thoughts on this situation. All right, this is going to be crazy, y'all. Who would win that fight, between Rolly and Ryan? People might think Ryan a knockout. I'm being 100 with you. Rolly got to step it up in terms of his sharpness and his skill level. I think any punch could figure it out, but the way I would say they both got deficiencies, defensively. Both got that one-hitter quitter, but I think Ryan Garcia might be a little bit more sound. You understand? Might be. Just might be a little bit more sound, and that could pose, a threat to Romero. Obviously you get caught with one of those lefts, those hooks, it could be troubling for you. But like I said, both fighters could present something, to each other. But it is what it is. It's crazy. It says bad night. I'm looking at everybody's coming at Tony Weeks. Let me know what y'all thoughts. It's a bad night for two of boxing's best refs. Tony Weeks with an awful stoppage to give Rolly a title, and Jack Reeves didn't stop things soon enough in the Gina Beak TKO. So I mean, people are gonna be coming at the officiating. It's unfortunate. That tonight is just gonna come down to Tony Weeks, all-time bad stoppage. That the people are hurt off this. It is what it is at the end of the day, man. It's boxing. We can't act like it never been done before. I can't wait till we hear what, Tony Weeks has to say about this, because he's going to have to come out and explain what was his thought process in that moment, because we got to understand he's in there, so he going to see things we didn't see. Do you want to see Tony Weeks? Like I said, he deserved to officiate, the ref and call big fights. I mean, he's an all-time great ref. You understand? So let's not act like, we could just put anybody in there. I would love to see Tony Weeks referee against Ryan Garcia and Romero. Could you imagine that? So it is what it is at the end of the day. This fight is looming. We all know it could happen. Mayweather Promotions, Golden Boy. Let's not act like this can't happen. You know, they just put on something unbelievable with the Tank and Ryan Garcia, and it seemed like it was a good partnership. It all ended well. You know, both parties went on about their ways, and Golden Boy is thriving. The PBC, you see Showtime, they making moves, fights is popping off. So I liked how Golden Boy was able to collaborate with them. So I could see a situation like that. As of right now, Ryan is still with Golden Boy Promotions. So I could see that both with one loss on their resume. You know, I mean, I love that fight. You know, Ryan Garcia, obviously more fights, 23 wins, one loss, no draws, 19 wins violently, by the way, a knockout. I think it's fireworks there. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with the people. It's fireworks. So let me know who y'all got in this fight with Rolly Romero, man. You know, everybody's in a frenzy right now behind the stoppage of this fight. People are lost for words, but it is what it is at the end of the day. What does Ryan Garcia feel about this fight? You know, because obviously they seem like they've been fond of each other, showed a level of respect, you know, and love, but do they really rock with each other? You know, that's going to be the question, you know, and can the fight get done? I think it can. You know, both parties, like I said, where they are in the junction of their careers, it makes sense. You know, if it didn't make sense, I'd be one of the guys flat out ready to come out and tell you, I don't know about this. This fight don't make a lick of sense. But this fight makes perfect sense, you know, in my humble opinion. Perfect, you know, it couldn't make any more sense, you know, in my opinion. And I'll put down in the comment section who wins and why. How does Ryan Garcia provide difficulty? How does, you know, Rolly Romero provide it? Let me know your thoughts. Also, subscribe to Flight Sports for more news updates and more. We're going to be bringing a lot more boxing content to the people, man. Rolly Romero is world champion. You know, everybody's going to have an opinion on this night, y'all. You know, it was a controversial, you know, defeat. But like I said, with controversy, it is what it is, man. You know, just move on, man. You know, Barroso is a great fighter. You know, I'm pretty sure it's things that he feel he could have did better at. Obviously, Rolly know what he got to do. You know, but they came in and stopped the fight. You know, the ref got a job to do. And we will, once we get some word, I want to hear something from Tony Weeks, you know, on this situation. Like I said, we will have more news updates and more involved in this situation. But nonetheless, King Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Rolly Romero could very well be taking place sooner than later. You heard what he said. That's the fight. He's only 2 fights he wants. And obviously, we've seen the Tank bout. Now it's time for King Ryan Garcia. It's Flight Sports.